Bhagavad Gita, one stanza that we were, when we were revising last class with Subbu, and
Yeah.
I brought it up, and so I thought I'll ask you this one.
Yes,
It's
please.
the chapter 2, verse 12. I'll just read the English translation where Bhagavan says, Sri Krishna says, there was never a time when I was not,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
when you or these kings were not, nor
Right.
is it a fact that hereafter we shall all cease to be. So
Correct.
at that time, I was a little bit puzzled, because it's true that we will, there are three people being referenced here. There was never a time when I was not, that is when Sri Krishna was not. So that part I don't understand, because since he is Paramatma, then why is he in this world of, birth and death, rebirth and death? So
Just
true,
get
we
my
are born and we die, we go, we come back, and these kings, they are also, they
say.
are born and they come back. But why is Sri
Yeah.
Krishna,
So yeah,
why
I will
is
help you
he
to answer to
always
this
there?
question. Answer this to question. Okay. When you say you, okay, who is asking Padmini?
Yes, sorry, Prabhuji,
So
Padmini.
when you say Padmini, right? Who are you? And let me ask you, Padmini. Padmini, who are you?
You mean my body, mind,
Whatever answer you,
intellect,
whatever
or
answer comes. Padmini, who are you?
I don't know.
So the Padmini has multiple level of personality. If she goes in front of the husband, she becomes wife. If she goes in front of the daughter, it becomes mother, right? If she goes to office, she becomes a doctor or engineer. So we have multiple identities. When I say you, one of the identities will pick up, right? So let's say I'm saying you, then you say I'm a woman identity, you pick up. You, I pick up one identity. That means we have multiple identities, we'll pick up one identity, right? So this is about a society. In the existence level, we have two identities, okay, as Atma and as Jiva, two identities. The Atma is there eternally. Jiva is the one which takes the different bodies, okay. So this lifetime it has taken Padmini's body, next lifetime it will take some other body. So Jiva will keep on changing the body.
That's I understood.
Okay. Now, when Sri Krishna says at any point of time you are there, he is referring to Atma. That identity is referring. I was there all the time. You were there all the time. All the kings were all the time. He is referring to Atma as the identity, not Jiva as the identity. Jiva identity will keep on changing.
I understood it reverse.
No. Jiva identity is just keeps on changing shape. And that's not real identity, because it's just keep on changing shape. In fact, when you are alive itself, our whole body is undergoing gradual changes. So when he's speaking of you are there, I was there, he's referring to Atma as identity, not Jiva. Is it clear?
Okay.
Prabhuji,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Sorry, per minute.
Sorry?
Prabhuji, what was the word you used? Agnivesh, you used a word until the human being realizes that my true nature is Paramatma. What was that word? Agnivesh?
Abhinivesha.
It's Abba or Abnivesh, you said? Abba?
I'll say Abhinivesha.
Abhinivesha, okay.
Okay, I can post it on the this one. Wait a minute, where is my? I'm trying to locate my window. This window disappeared. I don't know where my window is.
The chat window.
Yeah, it's here. So chat window. Okay. So this word is called abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means clinging to life. Okay, every life form, including amoeba to bacteria to virus, wants to cling to life. And it's not one lifetime, trillions and trillions of lifetimes, because it will not get satisfied with the happiness which you get out of that body, experience which you get. Finally, the experience that I am one with Paramatma, that alone will liberate you from abhinivesha.
Okay.
You got the word abhinivesha in the chat box?
Yep, I got that. Thank you.
Abhinivesha is very difficult to get over. Okay, until you self-realize.
So self-realization and liberation, they are two different things, right? Or they are same thing?
They are one and the same things. Self, when you realize yourself as Paramatma,
Right.
you are liberated from the limitation of body and mind. Liberation is dropping.
Okay.
Self-realization is recognition. So it's simultaneous. It's one and the same thing.
It is nothing related to leaving the body.
No, leaving the body
In a
is nothing.
conscious way.
No, that is leaving the body is called death, no?
I mean, I meant in a conscious way, like usually I've heard that self-realized people, they leave the body in a conscious way.
No, that's all wrong understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all myths associated with self-realization. Self-realization means I am Brahman, I am Paramatma. You realize when you are alive. You are consciously understood that Paramatma. Otherwise, unconsciously, every day we return to Paramatma in deep sleep. In deep sleep, you are going to Paramatma only, unconsciously. Okay? Every day when you are going to sleep, you are going to Paramatma only, unconsciously. The sleep is nothing but a death only, unconscious death. Okay? And every moment when you are speaking now, right? Every moment you are going to Paramatma and coming back. Paramatma is in the background all the time. It's like a wave. It's like every thought it arises and goes back. So always the background Paramatma is there, but you are not conscious about that. So self-realization, you become conscious about that. Once you become conscious that your life is done. So then how he dies, whether he dies in ICU or unconscious, or how he dies, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right? These are all some myths associated with the self-realization. Yes, madam.
So if all Atmas are Paramatma, is Paramatma, like let's not even say that way. How come every Atma has a different characteristic? You have some cruel, you have some loving, you have
So I'll
some...
give the answer. No, Atma and Paramatma don't distinguish. They're only terminologies. Okay.
Correct. But they are a part of some, it's the same thing.
They're not
Right?
part.
No,
So
they are the same thing, right?
They're same thing. So this is Sanskrit terminology, should not confuse us. Okay. The space inside the pot and space outside the pot is same. The space inside the pot is called Atma, the space outside the pot is called Paramatma, but they are same space. Their nomenclature is only different. Don't confuse with the nomenclature. So why some Atma, some Jiva is cruel, some which is saintly and all? It's about Jiva, not about the Atma. Jiva is a mixture of Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Atma is like electricity. When the electricity comes, electricity is there, some bulb will glow light, some fan will rotate, some motor will pump. Why they are behaving differently? Because of the characteristic of the vehicle. So Atma is same. The characteristic of the vehicle or Jiva is different based on your Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna.
But the vehicle still plays an important part, right? Because based on the organs in that
You're not
vehicle
saying how
is...
importance. Your question was why somebody is good, somebody is bad. Because of vehicle, not because of Atma.
But
Atma is
body
like
is the vehicle, right?
body, mind is the vehicle, mind,
Correct.
Jiva.
Correct.
So that vehicle has a different compositions. That is the reason for difference, not because Atma is different. We are not saying it's important or not important. Your question was why they are different. Behaviors are different.
No, I missed that line of yours, that vehicle, body is the vehicle. That's why my question was like, because it should be because of the body as it is.
Atma, this is like a body. Okay, the Atma and Paramatma is like space. Atma is inside space, Paramatma is outside space. Only name is different, not really space is not different. So now this space, conscious space, illuminates this body, becomes alive. Like electricity makes the fan alive, electricity makes bulb alive. So bulb will give light, fan will give air, depending on the nature of the body, nature of the vehicle. So behaviors are different based on the nature of vehicle and jiva associated with that. Jiva is the mind.
Would sanskar also play an important role on the jiva, which is being...
Jiva is to go through good samskara. It has gone through many lifetimes of gradual refinement of samskara. It takes long journey.
The Gupta Chitragupta is samskara, right?
Yeah, Gupta Chitra is samskara, vasanas and impressions.
Nilesh, go ahead. No, you have.
No, I'm good. I'm just understanding different things being discussed. So no specific question. I had a couple, but I think some of those were already answered. So
Guruji, I'll ask one question if everyone allows.
Yes, please.
So liberation, I mean, we can self-realize ourselves, our true nature. But the other thing, like when we die, people take their dead body to Banaras and say that, okay, if you go in Ganga, then you will be liberated. Or if you go to Saryu or someone does the rituals, I think from Vishnu Puran or something, you get liberated. Is that something which can be done through Karm Kand as well?
No, it's called Shraddha. Okay, have you heard called Shraddha?
Yes. Yep.
Shraddha means faith. Okay, so with the faith you do something, right? So with faith you do something for two people. One is people who are alive and people who are dead. Okay, people who are alive, okay, but his near and dear one has passed away. Okay, for the near and dear, for the people who are alive, you have to tell your near and dear one has passed away from this body, but he has gone somewhere. So he has to be educated and he has going to be consolation. So he'll be going to a good loka or somewhere. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's a more of a psychological counseling for the people who are alive. First question, first part. So it gives them faith, right? Let's say, imagine somebody is, let's say, mother has died. The person is devastated. So then, there's no solution can be given. For him, it is told that your mother is not, his soul has left and it has gone to another body or another loka. She is fine. Don't worry. Okay. It is a more of a psychological counseling for the person who is alive. First part. Is it clear?
Yes. Yep.
Second part. Okay. Second part is there are people who want to go to near Kashi and places like Kashi and all. Right. So where they want to die, saying that if you die in Kashi, you'll get mukti, liberation.
Right. Yep.
So there's a hidden hidden agenda there. So these are called Tirtha Kshetras. Tirtha Kshetra means a place which purifies you. Okay. So the place, a river doesn't purify you. Tirtham karoti tirthani. That means near the place of holy place, there will be holy men who will give jnana. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. If you go that near that holy river, you take a dip. And in earlier days, there was no restaurant, food market and all. They'll go to some ashram. Some holy man will be there. Then he will give him atmadana. He will help you about, he will give you educate about death, birth, atma, paramatma, all those things, education you will get. That will liberate you. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Okay. Not
You
like
got it?
dying will liberate you, but getting
No,
the
no,
knowledge
no,
will.
no, listen, I'm going step by step.
Okay,
Right?
okay, okay.
Tirtham karoti tirthani. That means the people who purify the tirthas stay near the river. So they will have some ashram. And earlier days, there's no other way. No, you go to ashram and some Swamiji will be there. So he'll give some food and then he'll give some education. Atmadana.
Okay.
So that Atmadana at the time of death will help you to liberate. Correct? Got it?
Mhm.
It so happened, my grandfather, who must be in 1920s, 10s and 20s at that time, he wanted to go to Kashi. Because at that time, going to Kashi is a very tough job. It's a long journey. You have to walk. And he donated all his property. He had some land and all property to temple because he doesn't know whether he's coming back alive. Then he goes to Kashi. Right? It is a 2-year journey for him. Goes, begs for food somewhere, finally reaches Kashi. Then once you go such a long distance, you'll stay in some ashram. Then he'll get some good Atmadnana. Then he was alive. He came back with a lot of peace. So what will happen is that these are the opportunities created for you to get Nana at some place, one way. Okay? And places like Kashi and all is more of such holy people, are supposed to be more of such holy people who can give Nana in the ancient time. Right? This is the second category from the person who is dying persons. Then there is a third category of persons. The third category of persons is called Upasaka. Upasaka means somebody who has done Upasana. Okay? So I told you about Upasaka. Upasaka means he has done religious life he has led. He has meditated all the time on Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Okay? So for such a person, when he is in a place like Kashi, which is Shiva's place, at the time of death, he will be overpowered with the thoughts of Shiva, of holy play, holy thoughts. Then he will go to higher level loka.
Okay.
Are you clear?
Yes. So he will go to higher level loka, but he will not be.
Not because of death, because of life he has lived, and he has gone to a place where that will be reinforced at the time of death.
Right. But it is still not liberation.
It is called Krama Mukti. It is not full liberation. Full liberation is Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti can happen only through Jnana. There's no other way.
Okay. Okay.
Jnana alone can liberate. No other practices, breathing practice, meditation practice, yoga, kundalini, nothing will liberate you.
Got it. Clear now.
Okay.
So continuation of the same question. So performing last rites as per Hindu thing does it really add any value or it doesn't matter?
I give the value, no. First value is for the people who are living there. It's education. Death is not the end. Death is a journey beginning. It is a tremendous consolation. People who are living, that's why Shraddha. Right? Second thing, when whatever you do with goodwill and Shraddha mantra, so that will reach the soul when it's during journey because of the Veda mantras.
It's more psychological rather than spiritual.
It is two parts. Psychological part for the people who are living, and for the person who is dying, it's a goodwill which will be taken in the form of subtle form to that person when he is in his journey because of the Veda mantras. See, the mantras are done chanted in a proper way, proper vibration. They have the ability to convert gross into subtle. So that subtle will be reaching that soul.
Yeah, I think life after death is too far bigger thing.
No,
Even if for me, even if I find how I can live my life in a
No,
better
I'm
way.
saying you don't have to worry about life after death. Every day you die.
Exactly.
Deep sleep is death. Dream is like life after death. So every day we go through miniature death every day. We don't have to visualize something very complicated.
Absolutely.
Right? When you go to sleep, you are going to death only. It's a mini death only. When you go to dream, it's like a journey from one life to other life. It's a simulation of life. What happens at the time of death also is same thing.
Very intense morning. At least for me.
No, I agree 100%, and thank you, Prabhuji, for coming.
At least for me, it's been there's a lot of things that for me I need to really rewind and wind and again come back. I'm sure I will have new questions, but let me tell you, I had a very confused state. There were some basic questions which I always were bothering me have been cleared. Thank you again, once again.
Wonderful.
I have to again. It's not the end. I know. I realize it, but it's good to know that you're starting on a right path rather than just with confusions and questions and moving ahead. So
Very
thank you
good.
again and again, Subbu and Guruji, very much.
So
Thank you,
was
Subbu,
Bhagavad
for
Gita
Thank you,
coordinating.
talks are
Prabhuji. Thank you,
welcome.
Subbu. Thank you, Aruna.
So Bhagavad Gita talks are useful.
Very useful.
Yes,
Like,
very useful. Very,
like
very
Subbu
useful.
said, I haven't moved ahead from the second chapter, so I'm still there.
Okay.
I haven't done it.
Yes,
But
even I'm on the second
second
chapter.
chapter is the full complete summary.
Yeah, most important.
Most important. Last chapter again, 18 chapters is a summary.
But Prabhuji, I want to thank you for putting all these, providing us with so many things for us to use for moving on in our own.
You have to thank one
journey.
person who is there, who has joined here, called Gayatri. Okay, she
Oh,
has for last 12 years, she has made sure that every single word of what I talk is recorded. Otherwise, it will not be there.
thank you,
Thank you,
Gayatri
Gayatri.
ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So,
Thank you, Gayatri.
if you have 5 minutes, the upcoming Shivratri, right? I know it is celebrated and grand way in India, Bangalore, but for us, just because all our members are here, any message to them so they can know how to contribute, what to contribute.
So basically, Shivaratri means very auspicious day. We have Navaratri and Shivaratri. Navaratri is for the mother, energy. Shivaratri is for Shiva, consciousness. We have two aspects, two dimensions, consciousness and energy. Shakti and Shiva. Awakening Shakti is called Navaratri. Awakening Shiva is called Shivaratri. And Shiva is one and Shakti is 9. Different types of Shakti. Icha Shakti, Dana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, all variety of Shakti, energies in our body. It's called Navaratri. Shivaratri is about awakening consciousness. Navaratri is about Shakti. So Shivaratri is a very auspicious day. On that day, full night awakening is very important. So at that time, our consciousness will be, our mind, our sense organs and the mind will be very sharp and open for enlightenment and liberation. Energies will be of that time age. So, but that certain prerequisites are there. We should not take food. We should be fasting, because the food, if you take, the energy will be drained for sleep and digestion. Okay, then we should spend time on meditation or God's name, chanting. So it's a very, very auspicious occasion for spiritual seekers for enlightenment. So we have been celebrating Shivratri for almost 13 years now. 13 years every night, every week, and a lot of people participate in some bhajans, chanting, mantras, so many things. So as a group in USA, you can do fasting. You are welcome to join our. We can allocate a slot for you for USA group, because there are different groups, UK group and USA group and other people groups. 1 hour slot you can join, or other programs are going on. You can watch whichever is convenient for you. It's available as recorded also, for because if you are, it's office time, you can always see later also. So you can do some, you can as a group, you can do some bhajans or chanting, whatever you want. So that's up to you.
So Shivratri here in US, Guruji, should we follow Indian time for that or US time for that?
See, in for you, you can, I mean, in USA you would follow US time, right? Naturally. Okay, but you can join India time. It will be 12 hours ahead, because we are celebrating.
Okay.
Any questions, Subbu?
No, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I
for
hope
this.
we have not exhausted you so much. And
No,
Thank
this
you.
is one of my routine days. So the more I eat ahead of people, more I get energy. I eat brains of people.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you
namaste.
Thank you,
so
Guru.